The all-party delegation in Kashmir was an effort to try and find a solution to the unrest that has rocked the valley over the last 2 months, to soothe nerves and look for reconciliation. But on day one, the attempt to bring all stakeholders on board was a non-starter, with the opposition MPs being snubbed and booed by separatist leaders. So, what next?
Kashmir delegation members being shown the door by Huriyat hawk Saeed Ali Shah Gilani.
We're right now here at Hyderpura residence of Saeed Ali Shah Gilani. All the parliamentarians who had come here to meet them were actually refused the meeting. They tried to enter, but it seems that Saeed Ali Shah Gilani has categorically said no. They don't want to meet these visiting parliamentarians in this delegation.
Separatists continued to play hardball in Srinagar, rebuffing the olive branch offered by the members of the Kashmir delegation. Detained separatist Mirwais Umar Farooq also refused to entertain Hyderabad MP Owaisi. While separatists played truant, Home Minister Rajnath Singh held talks with various sections of Kashmiri society. The delegation first met Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti and representatives of political parties in Jammu and Kashmir. Then they met former State Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, who conveyed that the visit of the panel will be useless if concrete follow-up steps are not taken.
I wasn't very enthused about the all-party mechanism even before they came. It's no secret that I had actually told them that their coming will be of no consequence, for the simple reason that our own actions of not following up adequately after the 2010 all-party delegation has resulted in this situation today.
Amid the talks initiatives, fresh clashes broke out in many parts of the valley. The protesters set the mini secretariat on fire in South Kashmir's Shopian. The efforts at a political reconciliation appeared to have all but failed. With Kamaljeet Kaur and Shujaul Haq in Srinagar, Bureau Report, India Today.
Diplomatic one-upmanship notwithstanding, it was all smiles when Prime Minister Modi met President Xi Jinping earlier today. Modi was closeted with him in a meeting that lasted for several minutes. It was one meeting where India again reminded China of the peril of engaging too closely with Pakistan, making it very clear that as far as terrorism is concerned, there can be no politics over it.
After a round of diplomatic jousting, yet another Hindi-Chini bhai-bhai moment in Hangzhou. Before the G20 summit formally began, before the five-nation BRICS meet, it was Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Xi Jinping who got together to bring the Sino-India relations back on track. Topping the agenda, China's refusal to pin Pakistan on its terror links. Not only has China not censored Pakistan on its backing of terror against India, it has also blocked moves by India to have United Nations declare the likes of Masood Azhar as a global terrorist. Other than terror, the other irritants which figured in talks with China, its opposition to Indian entry into the nuclear suppliers group, a China-sponsored economic corridor which passed through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and various other border disputes.
Strategic concerns, which of course also includes entry to the nuclear suppliers group. The Prime Minister also delivered a very strong message aimed at Pakistan, especially at the BRICS Leaders Summit, where he said it was very clear that there were terrorists in South Asia who were being supported and funded as they did not own their own banks and factories, in what was a very clear message to Pakistan, delivered no less than in China. Reporting for India Today in Hangzhou, China, this is Anand Krishnan.
With 20 of the world's biggest and strongest economies descending on Hangzhou, what can India expect? And all the stories from the sidelines. That special report with India Today's Anand Krishnan in just an hour, less than an hour from now. Don't miss it at 10 p.m. News from back home and Delhi, where the wife of arrested AAP MLA Sandeep Kumar has broken her silence over the sex scandal in which he finds himself embroiled. In an exclusive interview to India Today, Sandeep Kumar's wife called her husband innocent, said that he has been framed.
रितु जी, जो भी आरोप आपके पति संदीप कुमार पर लगे हैं, उनके बारे में क्या कहना चाहेंगे? कितनी सच्चाई है, क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, अभी मैं अपने हस्बैंड के साथ हूँ हमारा केस कोर्ट में चलेगा, जैसा भी होगा वैसा हमारा पूरा परिवार, मैं संदीप के साथ हूँ। आपके सामने जो सच्चाई सबके सामने आ जाएगी बहुत जल्दी।
क्या लगता है कि जो भी सीडी की सत्यता है उसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहेंगी?
देखिए, अभी मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहती, बस मैं ये बताऊंगी कि हमारे खिलाफ बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र रचा गया है, तो ये सबके सामने आएगा। हम सच्चाई के साथ हैं, सच्चाई सबके सामने आ जाएगी अपने आप।
इस लड़ाई को आप लोग कहाँ तक लेकर जाएंगी जो आप षड्यंत्र की बात कर रही हैं?
देखिए, अभी तो मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकती इस बारे में, बस हमारा परिवार और मैं उनके साथ हूँ, बस।
एक आखिरी सवाल जानना चाहूँगा कि आम आदमी पार्टी ने इस तरीके से उनको तुरंत इस पार्टी से निकाल दिया, कितना सही मानती हैं? क्या जल्दबाजी में है या क्या है ये कदम उनका पार्टी का?
जी, पार्टी के बारे में मैं अभी कुछ नहीं कहना चाहूँगी। अभी मैं सिर्फ अपने हस्बैंड की और अपनी फैमिली की ध्यान रख रही हूँ और मुझे उससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं लेना देना।
आखिरी सवाल, निर्दोष मानती हैं पति को?
जी, मैं अपने पति के साथ हूँ, मेरे पति निर्दोष हैं। आखिरी समय तक मैं उनके साथ रहूँगी, चाहे जैसा भी समय होगा। सच्चाई सबके सामने आएगी।
Sandeep Kumar's wife remains mum on the Aam Aadmi Party, but he's got precious little support from within the AAP, barring Ashutosh. Meanwhile, his legal troubles continue. He was produced in a Rohini court today that has sent him to 1 day of police custody. Earlier, there was a police raid carried out at his house because the police suspect the sex video to be shot in this house where the MLA lived alone. However, the former minister has denied all allegations against him in a 12-hour-long strenuous interrogation. He claimed he had never resorted to extortion or blackmail, also demanded a forensic test on the sex CD that was submitted to Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal and said the episode is one of political vendetta.
आज ड्यूटी मजिस्ट्रेट साहब के सामने पेश करा और 14 दिन का पुलिस रिमांड मांगा। हमने उस चीज को ट्रूथ एंड डेयर अपोज करा। हमने कहा कि पुलिस को अगर कोई भी 14 दिन का पुलिस रिमांड चाहिए तो उसको उनको लिए जस्टिफिकेशन देना पड़ेगा, जिस चीज को बताने में पुलिस वाले नाकामयाब रहे। और कोर्ट में हमने पूरी ताकत लगा के इस चीज को अपोज करा, तो कोर्ट ने हमारी बात को मानते हुए सिर्फ 1 दिन का पुलिस रिमांड दिया है पुलिस को।
Well, the police in fact had sought a 14-day custody of the ex-minister. According to them, they are yet to recover the device through which Sandeep claims his friend circulated this video. The probe is currently underway and the lady in the tape hasn't said much about the source of this footage. The court has also slammed the Delhi police for booking Sandeep under the Prevention of Corruption Act. Sandeep, meanwhile, has denied all charges, crime conspiracy. In fact, what you see on your screen is an exclusive copy of the FIR against Sandeep Kumar, which details the sections that have been slapped on him. Quick break now on 9 p.m. On the other side, big day for Kolkata as the saint of the world cheered today as Pope Francis pronounced Mother Teresa Saint of Calcutta at Vatican City today. Just 19 years after her death, the Messiah of the poor was proclaimed a saint in a beautiful ceremony attended by over 1 lakh people and watched worldwide by several more. Take a look.
If I am ever made a saint, I will be the saint of the darkness, Mother Teresa had said in her lifetime.
He loved us with a heart of flesh.
19 years after her death, Mother Teresa will now be known as Saint Teresa of Calcutta.
Give to him.
The Messiah of the poor, formally granted sainthood by Pope Francis at the Vatican City. Revered as the model of love and compassion, Mother Teresa was honored at the mid-morning ceremony in front of St. Peter's Basilica, in a ceremony attended by around 1 lakh people.
Ad honorem Sanctae et individuae Trinitatis, ad exaltationem fidei Catholici, et vitae Christianae incrementum.
Applause erupted in St. Peter's Square even before Pope Francis finished pronouncing the rite of canonization. Prayers engulfed the square as the congregation honored India's Mother of Miracle. There were 3 delegations from India, one headed by External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj, the second by Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and third by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal.
He loved us with a heart of
The two miracles that led the way to sainthood were the healing of an Indian, Monica Besra, and the recovery of Brazil's Marcílio Andrino.
As we receive from him, let us also give to him.
But for many of the poor and destitute whom she served, the tiny nun was living a saint much before her canonization. With Anjana Kashyap in Vatican City, Bureau Report, India Today.